are we going to give T-DXd for 3.5 or 4 years if the PFS even progresses further with more data? And then, that's one question. Then, of course, the second question is, what is T-DXd only arm is going to do?
Yes.
Because we know that the addition of pertuzumab is likely adding to toxicity. You're right. THP was so nice, the CLEOPATRA regimen, you tell the patient to bear with you for 6 or 8 cycles, and then after that, you're done.
Yeah.
From chemotherapy, and if they have a good response, you drop it and give them targeted therapy, hopefully with endocrine therapy, if they have ER expression. And then we know from the CLEOPATRA trial that many of those patients, years and years out, that tail was 20%, 15%, 18%, that go on for years. And that is really, impressive. If you look at the DESTINY-Breast09, the study allowed for the switching of T-DXd to trastuzumab for toxicity.
Okay.
But it was not a planned, switch after 6 or 8 cycles. Now the question is, do you give, people asking, do you give T-DXd and then switch to trastuzumab, pertuzumab? Well, I don't know. I mean, we know that even in the first 6 to 8 cycles, T-DXd is impressively more active than THP.
100%.
We know that. But is that going to carry on? Or do you really need to continue T-DXd for that duration of time? The second question is, if you look at the duration of treatment with T-DXd plus pertuzumab, it is really just over half of the time. So it's about 21 or 22 months, if I remember correctly. So what you're talking about is really a treatment that is both very, very deeply and impressively effective and also has considerable toxicity because it's being stopped because it's toxic, but it is so active that even stopping it, say a good proportion of the time, is still better than the alternative.
And that's what you guys mentioned, the depth of response that you see with T-DXd.